Hey guys, it's Let's Game Ottawa. It's 1:42 if I remember correctly. It's rolled. Now, Alistair, tell me what you think of this game that's rolled.
Honestly,
give me the beats, give me the beat downs.
it's
Give me the
it
beat
reminds me of
drops.
like Flappy Bird.
Flappy Bird, okay,
It's
yeah.
like a game you can play for a quick second, and the guy's gonna get a whole bunch of sales. Then he's gonna kill himself because he had too many sales in the game.
That's
that's
a
a dark
really
place.
depressing story. I was gonna say.
Sorry. Do you want to restart?
No, we don't restart.
Okay, sorry.
That's too much work. We don't have that.
Oh boy.
Anyways, I like the idea. I like that it's different. I like it's different, and it's simple and it's easy to jump straight into. I like games that they're solid gameplay wise, like gameplay focused.
Yeah.
But I know you don't like the fact that. Well, let's go over what we do like.
Let's get closer. I think. Let's get
It's
a little closer.
recording.
There we go. Alrighty, we're a little closer.
Okay.
No. Well, yeah, I did. What are you doing?
You said you want to be closer. So.
What I did like. I'll give you points, the cons of what I did like.
All right. Cool.
It had really nice animations. They were
Yes.
fluid, not like the last game we played.
Nice gradient, I guess.
Yeah, nice
usage.
gradients. The backgrounds were nice. The foreground was nice.
Yes. Characters were weird, but
The character, it was a bunny rabbit in long johns.
I thought it was a mole or an old man.
oh.
I couldn't tell.
I thought it was actually, overalls. Sorry, it was a bunny rabbit in overalls. That's what I thought.
I had no idea. I just guesstimated.
It was
Estimated.
guesstimate.
I made it.
You made a guess
Guessed.
there. You made a guest. But that was all good. The gameplay was simple, easy
Yes.
to understand. It's easy to pick up and play. It did have a pretty nice soundtrack in the intro in the
Yes.
menu. It was a nice soundtrack.
Yeah.
It was very lighthearted. But then here's the cons. Sorry, that was the pros. This is the cons. The cons were it didn't have any music
Yes, in
the actual game.
That was the first thing I noticed. I'm like, wait, am I going deaf here? Like, what's going
Yeah.
on? There's no music.
You can't.
And that would make or break a game, I think.
Yes,
a lot of
in
times,
this
so.
kind of game, a quick to play pickup game, just to get a quick score, you need music. You like, even Flappy Bird had music.
Yeah,
and that's like
something.
That's like key.
It sort of feels unfinished.
Yeah.
Like,
Is
not
it
that it's a bad
unfinished?
game.
Is it unfinished?
I don't think it's early access. I think that's the game, from what I remember. But what I thought, on the positive side, what I thought was well done was, even though it's a basic game, the fact that you can jump in and out is good. But the fact that you're gaining experience points, it sort of encourages you along, even if it's a minor way of encouraging someone to play.
Yeah.
I think it's good they have that at least. Otherwise, if it was just a point system, it
And-
doesn't really work anymore, I think.
It is on a computer, so you could always easily just put your own music on and play. while
Yeah,
you're
that's true.
listening. And it's a good game to play if you're like downloading something in the background.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. I think
Yeah.
it's one of those games, like, it's not like Smash Brothers where you're trying to beat your own score that you did previously, unless you're really, really boring and
Yeah.
you have a lot of time in no other games. But yeah, a lot of time. I think it's a bit different from like Pac-Man or something where you're trying to get the score, because Pac-Man at least it changes a bit more. This
Yeah.
game, the levels sort of change because you're constantly adjusting as you're going along. You're trying to, follow along the hill without falling off. I'm not sure if we said that. And
Oh yeah, we should
Yeah.
do a brief description of the game.
yes,
Yeah.
but that's essentially it. Like you're
Yeah.
following a hill
Well-
that sort of slopes and.
If you like, this is basically if you've already thinking about buying the game. Here's
Yes.
what you need to know.
If you bought it, too bad. It's too late.
Yeah, it's too late.
Get a Steam return. Just kidding.
Well, if you just bought it, you can do the Steam return. Do that, I'd say, and
Buy maybe
just
something
keep
else.
your money and do other. I never buy cheap games on Steam. I never do that. I always
Yeah.
wait for like the grade A titles, the AAA titles there. And then a lot of them are bad, so I don't even play those.
That's the thing. I like. You know what? I think I'm the type of guy that's. I'll buy cheap games, but it still has to be like the diamond in the rough.
Yeah.
I don't want to just buy a game that's like 50 cents because it's 50 cents. I want to be something like I will actually want to sit down and review and play.
Like Baby Mama, or whatever it's called. What's
Baby
that game?
Mama?
Like Cooking Mama and Baby
Oh,
Mama?
Cooking Mama.
And, like,
yeah, okay.
all those Mama games.
I was like Baby Mama. I was thinking like Sugar Daddy.
Sugar
and then when
Daddy,
you said
Baby
Baby
Mama?
Mama, I thought Sugar Daddy. I'm like, what game is that? I want to buy that off Steam.
Well, they're actually talking about having
heard there's
actual
gonna be a new Cooking Mama.
hentai game in the Steam library. Like they're gonna release that stuff in America.
Huh.
So
That's totally different from
Yeah.
World, man.
yeah. Anyway,
Worlds away.
that's a
But
world away from
I
this
thought
game.
this was a fun little game. I think it's like $5
$5,
or less. I don't remember.
I'd pay,
$1 or $2.
50
I think
cents.
$1 or $2. To me, $1 or $2. I'm pretty generous. I don't mind spending that much. But beyond that, I don't see myself playing this game unless I'm like, oh, I just liked. It reminded me of Surf Fingers on a 2D plane.
Mhm.
You haven't played Surf Fingers. Surf Fingers is 2D, but this feels really 2D. Maybe it's the style of the graphics. Maybe
Probably.
that's it. Yeah,
Huh.
reminds me of like a cheap Zelda, sort of the style, like a 2D flat Zelda. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, like if you
A little
think
bit.
have you played
Yeah.
The Adventure of Link?
Yes.
It's like if they took made the Adventures of Link, but then
Slightly
they had
bigger palette or
the graphics from Link to the Past. So
yeah, yeah. See, that's sort of the style. Somewhere between those.
That's 18-bit. Is that 18-bit?
Well, it would just still be 16-bit.
16.
Right?
It was 16-bit.
Yeah, 'cause,
I couldn't remember which bit it was.
Yeah.
Look at it, I'm professional here. Took my word for it.
That's when we have two people, because otherwise, if I'm talking to the wall, it would be weird.
Yeah.
And different opinions. So I don't know I think if you want something that's a bit different, it's interesting, but it's not a game I see myself playing like forever.
Nor do I.
Yeah,
What would you give it? Rating?
I would
from-
give it a pass. I wouldn't say it's horrible, but it's not exciting. I wouldn't say it's exciting. I think it's kind of cool if you're trying to if you like twitchy games, it's good, but
Since I don't like these kind of games, I'm gonna give it 2
Yeah.
out of 5.
nice. That's not a pass.
That's not a pass.
No.
That's just below a pass.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for whoever made this, you're good at making games, but it's not my game.
Mm.
Sorry.
All right. Well, on to the next. Any other final thoughts before we move to the next one?
I have no final thoughts, Your Honor.
Your Honor. All right, guys. Keep on gaming, and we'll see you in the next game.
Konnichiwa.
See you.